Hello, everyone. This is 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Mello joins us Thursday afternoon by Doris Burke. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And the Clippers, looking who they've got. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Redick there, the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Los Angeles on D. Outside Thomas. Outside Turner. Here's Bradley. That one's good from the corner. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Griffin. Now here's Redick, guarded by Bradley. Was shot by Redick, no good.
Jared Sullinger last season unleashed as a scorer with Boston embarking on their rebuilding project. He got more opportunities in the paint. He started to fire away from deep. His shooting percentages weren't great, but I thought it was an excellent season for Sullinger, exploring his game and trying to expand.
Outside Turner. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
They get it again. Outside for Jordan. It's deflected. A nice shot by Griffin.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Clippers on defense. 4-point game. Thomas passes to Bradley. Thomas kicks to Turner. Back to Thomas. Fires the three. Again, Thomas missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks it out to Bradley. Boston, no good that time either.
Not really the start they wanted. They missed 3 of their first 4 shots from the field.
Redick with it, now guarded by Bradley. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Barnes. Sullinger with the rebound. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. That's good. Turner's got his first basket.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
When you take the crown in the Pacific Division, you have to make sure you fare well against the Eastern Conference, and the Clippers did just that last season.
The shot's good from Jordan.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Turner. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession.
Well, the Clippers did well against the East, as you said. 21-9 last year. A lot of those games were short.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Olenek is checked in for Zeller. Bass comes in for Jared Sullinger. Crowder, he's checked in for Thomas. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Jordan kicks to Paul. Redick for 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. That's what's impressive to me, Clark, about the Clippers. A lot of teams out west took down the East, but the Clippers never seemed to get healthy until late.
Yeah, it seemed like it was the last week of the season or so before they had a roster that was fully healthy.
Marcus Smart, a big physical power guard out of Oklahoma State. 6'4", 225, maybe a bit of a tweener, but he's a natural leader. Plays the game with a lot of passion and competitiveness.
Yarebko's checked in for Evan Turner. Crawford, no one around him. Misses off the right iron. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Bass can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. You know, you talk about Marcus Smart's passionate nature. Of course, there was that incident last season.
Yeah, he confronted a fan in the stands in a game game against Texas A&M, I think it was. He got heckled. Texas Tech.
It was Texas Tech,
Yeah,
yes.
Texas Tech. But he's a high-character kid, and I think that was just an emotional aberration that he learned from. Will be better for it going forward.
Crawford, no one around him. The feed now to Hawes. Dishes it to Rivers from deep. And Boston with the rebound. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Crowder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now Smart launches a three. And Davis pulls it down. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the block. But they get it back. Turkoglu dishes to Davis. Turkoglu passes to Davis. Trying his luck deep. And the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. And that. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here at Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Now, this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low, DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the one. Well, the Celtics had a lot of problems, Clark, in a number of places last year, but at home they just struggled to put up points.
And, they hadn't been known for being a high-scoring team in recent years, but no amount of defense could have made up for their woeful offense.
Thomas drains the 19-footer. Thomas got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Boston. The Clippers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Boston would end the year with just 16 wins at home. That would be the third worst mark in the East.
They now take the lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Boston.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and Turner's subbed in for Crowder.
And it might be a bit strange for these Boston fans to not have a dominant team to watch at home, but fortunately for them, the Celtics usually don't stay at the bottom for too long.
Shots good by Turner.
This is a tale of two quarters here, really. In the first, they had trouble converting their possessions. I think their field goal percentage was a tad over 20%. But they've shot themselves out of that zone. Now they have the lead and look to be in a good place offensively.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Bradley. Thomas against Paul. Outside Thomas. Kicks to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. Again, Thomas missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Griffin, and it's rejected. And again, Boston running the court in transition. Thomas gets a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Thomas. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Well, as you know, Isaiah Thomas has had to work his whole life. He's been overlooked at nearly every level, but just uses it to promote the legs. Thomas said, I just play my heart out. That's how I've known how to play since day one. I've always been the smallest guy on the court every time I've been on it. It's no different. I just like to play hard. Guys, back to you.
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Jared Sullinger, and Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Turner. It's Bradley on the wing. Releases from the wing. And now a 4-point Celtic lead. And Redick, were it not for the injuries, was on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
Rejected by Griffin. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Turkoglu's checked in for Barnes. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Now here's Smart. No good on the triple. There's 1:17 left in the first half. The 11-footer. They get it back. For three. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Boston. They're on a 12-4 run. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That one wide left. Clippers trail by 4. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Rivers. Davis kicks to Hawes. And Boston with the rebound. Bass has got his 3rd rebound on the night. On the wing, Turner. Pass to Bass. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu.
For 3.
Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Turner leading the charge. The dish now to Bass. Here's Zeller. Banked in off the glass. Zeller's got his second basket.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And the first half. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Well, you know, head coach Brad Stevens of the Celtics is coaching a much different game in the pros than we see in college. I mean, a lot of differences. But if anybody can make that transition, I really think he's certainly the guy that could. He's bright. He's hardworking. He communicates well. He's innovative. Showed that innovativeness at the college level. So I think he's got all of the ingredients to become a college coach who is successful as an NBA coach.
Sullinger and Zeller together down low. Thomas is out there with Bradley. And it's Turner in at the small forward position. It's the group from Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Doc Rivers certainly hasn't minced words since joining the Clippers. He's held each player accountable and defined roles. He told DeAndre Jordan he wouldn't run any plays for him, that he just wanted him to focus on defense. Jordan said Doc knows how to reach people. There are egos on every team, and he knows how to control all of that. It's honesty. Refreshing, gentlemen.
Champion with the Celtics. He's one of the best coaches in the league. And Coach Stevens, analytically minded. Butler had a full-time statistician as one of his assistants.
Yeah, very new school in his approach. You might expect that from such a young guy, still in his 30s. Of course, he also needs to connect with his players. You know, and he's doing well. Despite the losses, the players really enjoyed playing for Stevens, and I think he's going to be an excellent coach.
Redick dishes to Jordan. He kicks to Griffin. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And that's now 10 points for Blake Griffin.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Thomas passes to Olynyk. Shoots a 3. Kept alive. Sullinger. Bradley, no one around him. Gets the three-point bomb. Bradley's got 2 now from beyond the arc with the first for the Celtics. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, Jared Sullivan slipped in the 2012 draft over concerns about his back. He ended up missing the latter half of that rookie season when he had to have back surgery. Despite his health issues, when he's been on the court, he's shown a lot of promise.
Boston making a switch here. Ureko's checked in. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
And Sullinger with a ground-bound game. Even before his back troubles, his game is based on strength and skill.
Yeah, no question. He's got that wide frame, able to carve out space inside. You know, he's a good rebounder. He's got a soft touch. Boston really tried to help him become a three-point shooter as well last year. So he's slowly expanding his game.
Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Boston leading by 5. Passes to Ureko. From deep three-point range, Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Griffin, here we go.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed. They'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys. Some good play from Griffin in this one. 10 points and 2 rejections. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, ultimately stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 6. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Thomas. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thomas got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that, you know, there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Thomas.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. And I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys. In a close game like this one, the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Turner's checked in for the Celtics. And then for the Clippers, Davis is checked in for Jordan. And it's Rivers in for Paul.
I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. Making it a 2-possession game was the key, and he got that done.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots. He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
And slam dunk by Smart.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Smart. The Clippers also changing it up. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Griffin. And Turkoglu is subbed in for Matt Barnes. And it's Turner off the drive. Launches it. They get the rebound. Zeller. Davis with some nice D.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 7. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Crawford, Spencer Hawes out there with Hedo Turkoglu. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Rivers in at the point.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Here's Hawes, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team. You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Boston leading by 7. Here's Bradley. Finished off the break.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
That shot's good from Hawes. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Back to Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's 15 points for Bradley.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. He was more of a background player in the first half. He jumped center stage now.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. Matt Barnes is checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Thanks, Doris. They get it back. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jordan.
You know, the first shot defense has been pretty good, but they've been getting beat way too often with the second and third chance.
Well, the good coaches always say defense doesn't end until you secure that rebound.
And despite his 6'2" size, it's pretty clear that offensively, Avery Bradley is not a point guard. He's worked hard on developing the ball handling, especially the left hand, but he's certainly at his best when he's playing off the ball. He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Moving it up. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Knocked away. Over in the corner, Turner. Outside Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas. And you talk about Bradley playing the 2. He's worked to put weight on, up over, what, I think 210 pounds, you were saying.
Yeah, looks like it. He looks stronger. He's added some weight. Remember, he underwent surgery on both shoulders a couple of seasons ago, but now he's healthy. And with that strength, with that defensive awareness, with the quickness, he's got the ability to be a really good player.
Griffin, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
Well, they're trying to come back here, but you've got to get a better look at the basket to get it done.
And Thomas, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game for Thomas, he has 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around and get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Turner. To the left wing. And Reddick kicks to Barnes. That three off the mark.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting. Well, you know, as teams become more and more focused on getting good looks in close at the rim, the value of great defensive big men inside just continues to rise. I mean, it's tough to be a contender without a rim protector.
Bradley can't get it to go.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Thomas, no luck.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The shot by Reddick, no good.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
You know, that putback's about it. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
Showing some strength in the paint. Tough rebound.
Here's Sullinger, and he takes that one up and powers